Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast, the most dangerous podcast on the internet. I am your host, Wayne. Sitting next to me with his lovely, lovely, beautiful hair is...
Kyle. What's happening?
What's going on, dude? How are you? You doing okay?
Yeah, pretty good.
We just started this show, and we had our guest on. Oh, there he is. There he is, right there.
Just started.
And he's back! Yeah!
What's happening?
I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. It's just Skype, dude. It does that shit. It's a piece of crap.
First time back jitters or some shit like that, huh?
Yeah, it got really quiet. And I was like,
Yeah, see,
to do something?
Yeah, see, he got scared. He was like, I don't know if I can do this. They said the most dangerous, and he got off the
like,
fucking...
bloop,
he's like, no, fuck you guys. You guys are dicks. I talked to y'all for 10 minutes beforehand. I don't like this already.
At all. I'm out.
All right, so we have Ray Ballard on from all sorts of things. He does... He's in cahoots with Mr. Billy Pond. I know you guys know him because he's been on the show. We talk about him all the time.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, he loves to jerk off with peanut butter.
Come on now.
And he wants me to bring him Crunchy. So
Crunchies?
Yeah, he told me.
Never had no Crunchies before?
No, he wants to jerk off with Crunchy.
Oh, with the Crunchies?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little fire. Like the fire Crunchies?
I guess. I don't know. I think you would get that in your piss hole and it would really hurt.
I think that would be terrible.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine getting a peanut in your... anyway. So...
He might be doing that today, just so you know.
Oh, really? Oh, man. So, okay, you've had a lot to do with Billy. You've done a few things with him. And
correct.
And those are just the sexual things. I'm talking about, like, the other stuff, though. Like the movie.
The casting couch.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody what exactly have you done with Billy and, you know, the things that you guys get to play around with.
Besides sexually?
Besides sexually, yeah, because, I mean, later on I'll go into that with, you know, it'll be all right.
Let's see. I met Billy right about the time he was about to do the Mr. Fister trailer, and I don't know if you've seen that.
Nice. You know, I actually love that trailer. Me and one of the other guys on the show, Uber Gary, he constantly talks about it because he's like, dude, that is the funniest thing. He's like, they need to make that a movie. He said, that's my kind of movie.
It really is a great trailer. It's people either react in total horror or they like you want to see it. You know, I want to see that movie.
Exactly.
You know, two reactions. Like, oh my God, are you serious? And I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, dude. I was really hoping it was a real, like a real movie. I was like, oh, they got to make this, or it's got to be out there somewhere. But
he keeps threatening to make it. If however you want to take that, he keeps threatening to make it. He's going to make it someday.
Let's do it, Billy. I know you're going to listen to this. You better make this movie.
Get it in.
Like we will all be in it. Like you don't even pay us. We'll do it for nothing. Let's just do this.
I'm ready to get my face.
Yeah, it's going to be wild when he does make it. If you thought Circus of the Dead push buttons, way to
speaking of pushing buttons, yes. Jesus Christ. Okay, Circus of the Dead.
Yes.
Congratulations on that shit. That was amazing. All right, I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Circus of the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a labor of love for a lot of people.
Oh man, and if you're not prepared, buckle in. All right. Buckle the fuck up for that shit. God.
I'm glad you liked it, considering it's a musical.
Yeah, I was kind of, I really liked what Ryan did. Like, he was a really good singer.
Yeah. The lyrics were awesome. Yeah.
Ryan would be the big guy, Noodle Dome. Ryan actually is on our show, by the way. He does our movie review stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life.
Not in the movie.
Not in the movie. But he's absolutely one of the nicest and smartest.
That was so scary. I'm like,
he really is. He is a really good guy, man. Like, I'm really happy to be able to say that he does stuff on our show now. And it's really cool.
That's the wrong special guy to run into right there.
It is, and like honestly, if he looked like he did in Circus or Dollboy, even, I would be like, no.
Oh. He's pretty intimidating. I mean, when you first meet him, he's 7. I don't know. I almost want to say he's 7 foot tall. I may be a few inches off.
Holy crap!
He's big.
He's definitely huge. Big. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I've actually never met in person, and I was hoping that he'd be at Frightmare this year, but he said he can't make it. So I was like, oh.
He reminds me of an actual killer clown.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And that laugh.
Woo.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got that character. He's been playing that character way before the movie.
So
I mean,
good.
he's got that character down.
Right, because doesn't he do it for
Billy's Haunted Attraction? Yeah.
Billy's Haunted stuff, yeah.
He has 2 haunted attractions that are side by side, same building. One side is called DEF CON, which is killer zombies.
Nice.
The other, well, are there any other kind of zombies? But got zombies going on one side, and you got killer clowns on the other.
That's awesome.
And that side's called Circus of the Dead.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
All right. Good.
nice.
Good.
So a lot of what was in the movie, that's where it got started.
Nice.
For all the Dragon Ball Z nerds out there, he sounds like Majin Buu. That's exactly what he sounds like.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't.
It's amazing. That scares the shit out of you.
He's a big, funny clown, but he's got a dark side. Very big time dark side.
Little bit. And I didn't know he was that talented with the taxidermy.
Oh, he's an taxidermist?
No, in the movie.
Yeah.
He likes to make playthings.
It's quite impressive. He's the one who made the lovely Penelope.
My favorite is the CNC head.
Yes, that's
yes.
Okay, that's because I said fucking speak and spell, and it's not a speak and spell. But the ripcord,
Yes.
And the cow says
Yes.
Yeah. But,
I like that one too.
But not the little circle toy. It's a
And we're not trying to give anything away because a lot of people haven't seen it yet, and like I said, you guys need to go see it. You have to find it and watch it. You can get it on
Circus of the Dead movie.com.
You can get it on Amazon and stuff like that. And,
sadistic clowns. Speaking of sadistic clowns, I'm pretty sure the main character that clown
Papa Corn.
Oh yes, fucking top 3.
Bill Oberst.
He's got to be.
Bill Oberst.
He's got to be good next to Joker and shit. Because that is a fucked up guy.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we thought. We thought he's pretty iconic. When he first came down, we didn't know what to expect from him because we'd seen Bill Oberst in other movies, and he always sort of plays the villain.
Right.
We didn't know what to think of him.
Ooh.
When he came down, he's like the nicest human being you'd ever want to meet in your life.
Really?
And then we put him in the costume and the makeup, and he's still Bill, but in the makeup. So we're taking pictures, and the first day, we're taking pictures, and he's very religious. So we did a cast prayer. We did a cast prayer before the shoot, and he's just one of the nicest individuals you ever want to meet. And then we went to go shoot his first scene. Billy said action. He becomes Popcorn, and in between action and cut, he's Popcorn, which is chilling. You've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
Dude.
And then cut, he's back to Bill again.
Oh.
Dude, some of those scenes, the fucking licking window scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We filmed that in a neighborhood.
Really?
A real neighborhood. So, there were kids that were behind him. There was a fence. There was a neighbor.
Yeah.
They had a big fence up. The kids from that that house were looking over the fence that whole time. So think about that.
Those poor children.
Oh man, that's so good.
Think about what
so
they
disturbing.
But he was such a good character. Like the standouts were Ryan, him, and Mr. Blister, the cigarette smoking Rusty Edwards. Yeah,
Rusty Edwards did great. Yeah, they all did a great job. Yeah,
all of those guys were a real standout. Jumbo was a good character. He just didn't have as much of an output to me, personally, as watching the show. You know what I mean? He was a good clown, and it was a good character. And then there was one other one that I still to this day, I think I asked Ryan, and I can't remember his name, but it was the chainsaw guy, the mime.
The chainsaw
Peppy the Mime. Yes.
Peppy the Mime. Yeah, that was the.
Nice.
That was the other one. That was the other one.
He's our Boba Fett. He's our Boba Fett. He's only in it for very, very few minutes.
Right.
But yeah, he's our Boba Fett. You don't know anything about that guy other than what he ends up doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was the funny thing is a friend of ours, Gary, like I said, I mentioned him earlier, Uber Gary, he asked me, he's like, dude, who the hell is the chainsaw clown?
Nowhere.
I was like, I don't know.
I was like, shit.
You see him in the background, a couple of shots. You see him at the circus. You don't know what this guy's deal is. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly he has his big scene, and then bang, he's gone. But, yeah, it leaves quite an impression.
It's an excellent movie, man. I like I said, I saw it. I was the first one to see it. Me and my wife, or my fiance, whatever you want to call her, my baby mama, all that good stuff.
That's what I'm gonna call it because I'm black.
Yeah, whatever. Just because you black don't mean you gotta call her baby mama. Dang.
That's what she is, though.
I know, for real. Anyway, so we went to a film festival. I guess it was a little convention called Fear Fest in Mississippi, and just so happens that it was being played. And what drew me in was it wasn't the name. Like I didn't even. They had the black and white poster sitting down with all the clowns in the car. I think that's what it is, right? It's a car and a clown sitting next to it or something. I can't remember what exactly what it was.
All the clowns were posed on the car.
Yes. And I was like, I looked at her and I said, we got to see this movie. I like, look at this poster. This is something we need to watch. And she's like, all right. So we go and sit down and we watched, and it was longer than the version that I recently saw. It's been
cut down big time.
Yeah. It was probably like a director's cut or just like the original cut of the film.
Okay.
But man,
wow, you saw it really early.
Wow. Yeah. But it was fantastic, dude. It blew me away, and I was just kind of like, I looked at her and she's like, well, you need to get them on your show. I was like, so I was on a mission. So I emailed everybody trying to get, Billy and whoever on. And I ended up talking to Billy and like become friends with him, man. He's a really good dude.
Good guy. Yes.
Yeah, man. I can't say enough about him. He's been so nice to us, and he's just a really good guy.
He loves the fans. Anytime we go anywhere, he's there 100%. That's what he's there for. He doesn't charge any money. You pop by the table, you talk to him, he'll talk to you forever. Great guy. Yeah,
last year, Kyle got to meet him last year at Frightmare. And we brought my son, and my son was probably, God, he couldn't have been 4 or 5 months old.
He's infantile.
He's little, but we painted him up like a clown. And we brought him over to the table, and Billy just he gave him a pack of like candy cigarettes. It was so funny. It was like a little baby holding a pack of candy cigarettes.
Y'all were there last year? Or?
Yeah, we were there last year. Yeah.
Okay, I must have been stuck in line to see Robert Englund for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, probably so, because we missed seeing him because of the line being so long.
Yeah, I was in it. So
yeah, like we were getting ready to go stand it, and they go, "Oh no, it's cut off." I'm like, "What do you mean it's cut off?"
Exactly. Yeah,
it's cut off. I'm like, oh, fuck. But we got a picture with him, so that was okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we paid for the like the fancy photo picture. Op. Yeah. And what was even cooler about this was like we dressed our son like Freddy Krueger, so he was like a 5-month-old Freddy Krueger.
You know what? I must have seen you. You may not remember me, but I remember your kid. He had the claw and everything.
Yeah. It was the little felt claw. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
My favorite little things that came by.
Yeah, she really, Caitlin did a really good job of making that costume, man. And but when we went to take the picture with Robert Englund, he was so enamored by the baby and the Freddy outfit. He kept telling the guy, just keep taking pictures till he faces us. And the baby never faced once. So we ended up we paid for one picture, but we got 6. They just gave us all these pictures. I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was cool.
He's a really nice guy. Worth waiting in line for 8 hours?
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah.
Well, I lucked out this past Wizard World.
8 hours?
Yeah, dude. They
like a full day's work hours?
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
What
I never thought about giving up, walking away once I was in line.
Yeah, it's a long time, dude. I think this year's going to be the hard one's going to be the kids from Stranger Things.
Man. Wow.
That's going to be the line. Yeah. And I got to stand in the damn thing because I got like 3 things to get autographed. So that'll be fun. You
gonna do a photo op with them, or just
no? We're just gonna do the picture. I mean we have the the Funko Pop vinyls.
Yeah,
we get those signed every year, like by different people. Cool. So we're gonna do them this year, and that'll be enough. But yeah, I mean, we're going to try to interview those kids, but it's going to be impossible.
Right. Yeah, and usually the people that are their assistants are kind of, I don't want to say pricks, but
you could say dick. It's okay. Yeah, you're right. The assistants are assholes. I know.
And I guess they're told to be, but then you meet the stars and they're totally fine. They're totally cool.
Yeah.
But you're don't look them in the face. Don't talk to them.
Yeah, I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Don't
take
look 'em
pictures
in
of
the
them.
face?
Oh yeah,
freeze
I've had celebrities like their little handlers, like as I'm walking up, they're like, okay, you can't look at them in the face and you can't do this. I'm like,
You there?
yeah, we're here. Ray? Oh, he's cutting out. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, this is the love of Skype. There he goes. All right.
He back.
And you're back again. Yeah.
It happened again.
It does, dude.
Wow.
And the problem is it's just Skype, and we have bad weather out here.
The thunderstorm.
So it's gonna be cutting in and out. I'll edit out a little bit of that,
field.
but it'll sound fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, you were talking about.
Don't look them in the face
sometimes
and
the
shit.
assistants are kind of jerks, and they
Yeah.
keep you from enjoying it.
And it's like I'm about to give this man $80. If I can't fucking tell him hello and look him in his face, he can go fuck himself because I'm not going to give him no money.
And literally with Robert Englund, they were telling us, hey, the line is so long, literally just hand your thing to him and just go. Because
that sucks.
if you give him a chance to talk, he'll talk, and that's why you've been waiting in line so long.
Yeah.
And they're telling us, don't talk to him. And it's like, well, good Lord, I've been in line, and besides, what the hell are you there for anyway?
Right.
Fuck that. He getting paid his 8-hour shift. Fuck you. I'm
Yeah,
paying.
I'm
And he
paying
was
this
totally
money.
nice. He talked. He told the story about when he was a young actor in Hollywood. He auditioned for Star Wars.
Nice.
He was auditioning for the role of Luke Skywalker.
Holy shit, that would have been interesting.
And he didn't get it, but he recommended the role to a friend of his to try out for it, Mark Hamill.
Wow, dude, that's fucking cool.
He told us that story, and he didn't necessarily tell it to me. Kind of when he talks to everybody.
Right,
Like
he just yeah.
Everybody going.
But he saw my somebody was wearing a Star Wars shirt, and while I was in line getting his autograph, he saw the Star Wars shirt, and he told that story, and it was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I actually lucked out this past year at Wizard World, New Orleans. He actually was here.
Okay.
And nobody was in line to see him. There was like 3 people in front of me. So instead of waiting the 8 hours, I waited like 10 minutes. I got to shake his hand and talk to him for a few minutes. What was cool though is the people that were in front of him. He said, we're huge fans, blah blah blah. We have this giant Freddy Krueger painting that we got done, and it sits on above our bed, like in the back of our bed.
Wow.
And he's like, she says, yeah, and so you watch over us all the time. And he switched over into the Freddy voice, and he's like, that's right, bitch. That's the way I like it. And he started laughing. Oh my god, dude! It was that was like one of the greatest moments, dude, in that show. Because he switched over from Happy Go Mr. Robert Englund to Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and I was anticipating him not being so nice because of the way the people were acting.
Right.
His assistants. I get up there, he's just the nicest guy.
And that was with a lot of those people, like the guys from Scream last year.
Great guys.
Matthew Lillard. I was expecting him to be a douche because these people were like, you got to go. Come on, quick. And he was so awesome.
He's awesome.
Like he did the same thing.
In line, he went over to her, sat down in front of her, and started doing Scooby voices. Or Shaggy.
Yeah,
Shaggy. Little girl started smiling, stopped crying. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because he did the same thing with us. It's like we were standing in line, and this little boy was really nervous to meet him. Like he was scared, and his dad said, "Come on, it's okay," and he just changed into Shaggy, dude, and was acting the Shaggy voice with him and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah. That was cool of him.
That is dope.
Certain people at those shows, I'm sure, are complete dicks. Like I didn't.
Gary Busey.
Was he?
Name dropping.
Is Gary Busey a dick?
He very much was, yes.
Yeah.
Really? I never got to meet Gary Busey.
Not to me, but to the person right in front of me and the person behind me.
What?
I just got up, said, hey, I'm a big fan. He ignored me. He signed my deal. I took a picture, and then I got out of line, and then the next person was up. He was like, come on, hurry. He was snapping his fingers because I guess they were taking too long to get their whatever it was out. And I was like, wow. So I saw both sides of him, the crazy side, and I guess what you consider the normal side of Gary Busey.
There's not much normal about Gary Busey.
It happened in like he went from mean to nice to mean in like a matter of seconds.
So what did you have him sign?
No, just a photo of his.
Oh, okay.
Whatever they had on the table.
Oh, man.
If I wanted to lug around a bunch of junk, I'd bring a copy of DVD of Buddy Holly's story. But because he was so awesome in that movie, I would have him sign that, but I don't like to carry stuff around.
Yeah, like my thing would have been he had to sign a picture from DC Cab.
No. See, that's awesome.
See, that would be my pull, because like I would like to get a cast photo autograph from DC Cab.
Yeah, what a weird cast of that movie.
Right?
Mr. T, Gary Busey.
Right?
Wow.
And what's his face from Firefly? I can't think of his name offhand right now.
It was Adam Baldwin.
Adam Baldwin, yeah, that was the other fella, yeah. It's crazy, man. You ever see that movie, Kyle?
Firefly?
No, DC Cab.
No.
You have to watch it. Go home today and watch it and tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
It's about like a New York cab company that it's I don't know. It's really wild.
Is this my white privilege homework?
This is your white privilege homework.
Thank you.
Yes. You need.
Yeah, it's about a struggling cab company.
Yeah, there you go. And the owner owns a flamethrower and
what?
Yeah, oh yeah. Mr. T's in the movie.
Yeah.
Marsha Warfield's in the movie.
Oh yeah.
It's an older movie. It came out probably
early 80s.
Is it early 80s?
Yeah.
Is the beginning of the movie where they're chasing this dude down in a cab or something like that? When he get up and he gets beat up by the cab, I think I have.
You might have seen it.
I might not the whole thing, but I've seen it. Somebody watching it, and
right.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's interesting. It's really it's a very motley crew of people that are involved in this movie. It's really funny. It's pretty funny. It's got one of Adam's favorite lines in it. I can't remember which one it is. If he was here, he would say it. But it's something to do with like doing some kind of push-ups. Something to do with.
I can't remember. Can't remember that one.
Something about taking a crap, and he's doing his something push-ups. I don't remember what it was. Intestinal yoga. That's what it is. Intestinal yoga. Gary Busey was laying on the floor, and somebody asked him, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Intestinal yoga." That's exactly what he says. I was like, I know I'm going to get it someway down the line. Jesus.
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I do remember it.
It's fucking incredible, man. I own it on DVD somewhere. I mean, as you can see, Kyle, I don't know where they would be because I have too many DVDs
of all this.
Like Mark Hamill is going to be at Dallas Fan Expo next weekend, and I'm not going, but I wanted to go, and I wanted to stand out. So if I did get a chance to meet Mark Hamill, I'd probably go, "Hey, do you have any Corvette summer photos?"
Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit.
Blow his mind.
Or was it Guyver?
Yeah, Guyver.
Yeah. Do you have any of that Guyver? And he'd be like, "What? What about Slipstream? That's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen."
Yes.
He's like, "Wait, you don't want Star Wars sign? No, I want Slipstream. That's so terrible."
The Guyver with the alien dude?
Yeah, Guyver. Like he played a live action version of Guyver.
He was the Guyver.
Who?
Mark Hamill, the dude who played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
Right. Mm-hmm. He played a live action version of the Guyver.
Yep.
Yes.
Where did he do this?
It's a movie. You can look it up.
No, I mean I've seen the Guyver, the movie The Guyver with fucking JJ Dynamite. JJ.
He's in that.
Yeah, he's the fucking bubbly one that looks like Jar Jar.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, the one with the floppy ears.
Yeah. No, there's a Guyver movie that Mark Hamill stars in. Yeah,
he was in. Yeah, I imagine he was in it for like 15 minutes, and they had a guy in a suit.
Yeah, because he only did like the beginning or whatever just to show it's him, and then he disappears. He's also the voice of fucking
Joker,
the Joker in the animated Batman series. I mean he's
awesome.
That kills me, man, that you can't go, because I would be like, look, dude, I will pay you back when you get at fucking Frightmare if you can hook a brother up.
Yeah, I'd love to go. Rusty Edwards, Mr. Bliss, going.
Ooh.
But I don't want to make him stand in line to see Mark Hamill just for me.
Yeah, but, I understand.
Yeah, I think he's going to see Hamill, but I would love to meet that guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Star Wars is huge.
What really upset me this year was not only the fact that she died, but she was actually supposed to be here at the convention, and she was scheduled to get here, and it was like the week before, and she died.
That hit me hard.
Oh, me too, dude.
That hit me big time hard.
I was just like blown away. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me, really?" I just couldn't. That was one of the bigger losses in the quote-unquote, I guess you can call us fandom or nerd people or whatever you want to call us, because there aren't many giant stars like that die. We're talking about Princess Leia, by the way.
Right.
And Yeah, it was pretty rough. Because I mean,
yeah, that was a huge part of my childhood. I mean,
well, yeah,
when someone like that dies, it just hurts. You feel like you lost a family member, and people. I remember that day, everybody I knew was posting something about it on Facebook, and I felt like I wasn't going to, but then I did anyway. And then there's always that guy going, "Well, for all you people claiming to be her big fans, those people."
Yeah.
And but I did anyway, and
fuck those people.
I felt horrible, man. That was like a family member had died. That was awful.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle, do you have any like famous people that if they passed away, would they really like fuck with you? Like would it be like, wow, I can't believe they're gone, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
JJ.
No,
Dynamite!
That would not matter. That would not matter if he passed. That would be. I wouldn't. Mind.
Poor JJ Walker, man.
I can't.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
My respect to JJ.
Yeah,
I love good times.
He had his moments, man.
Yeah, he did.
His pop didn't like him.
He did. I still don't think he could act though. So.
No, he was a terrible actor. Terrible actor.
He's terrible in that fucking movie. I was
like,
I mean, all he had was that. That's all. It. Everybody just waited for him to come out and just go dynamite. That was it. But who would it be, man? Who would you be like? Like you think you'd kind of hit you hard?
Shit, I couldn't think of anybody right now.
Yeah, I understand.
For me, it would be if Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill were to.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that would be just awful.
That's too big. That's like the last of the.
Jackie Chan died.
Well, yeah, that'd be rough too.
That'd be rough. Or Donnie Yen died.
Donnie Yen. Yeah, that'd be awful.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awful.
A lot of those guys, man. I mean, yeah, think about it though. Within the next 20 years, they won't be here.
Right.
That felt good to get that out.
Yeah. You like that? You feel good now?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I do.
He feels good. He's praising it now. No, but I mean, think about it. I mean, in the year like 2030, they may not be here. Most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks. Clint Eastwood. Wow, that's horrible.
Well, Clint Eastwood will probably be gone in the next 5 years.
But in that long, Keith Richards will still be here. So
exactly. He will not die.
Keith Richards and cockroaches. That's all.
That's all going to be survive. Yes, what survives the nuclear blast? Keith Richards. That's it. Cockroaches won't even survive that.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. So, back to we're gonna wind this back. We're gonna go back to some of the stuff that you've been doing. I want to say you sent me a clip for, was it Lucky Jack or Happy?
I sent you the short
for
the link to the short, my short film Lucky Jack.
Lucky Jack, yes. Now, I watched it prior to when you sent it to me because actually I believe you and Billy were editing the film.
Yes.
And Billy was like, I was just bullshitting with him online, and he was like, "Hey man, you want to see this?" I said, "Sure." So he sent it to me, and I enjoyed it. Like I really liked it. I don't know if you got to see Lucky Jack, but it's very good, dude. Like it's really good. It's fun.
Yeah, it's not Circus of the Dead. Circus of the Dead is a particular type of horror film, a feel bad horror film,
right? Where nobody wins.
You walk
you
walk out of it feel like you've been punched in the gut.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, that's it.
And you feel it. And you walk out of it feeling horrible. And
I felt really bad. I did, but it was so good.
Yeah, it's not a feel good movie. I mean, Circus of the Dead and Bambi are like right there together.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Feel bad movies.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Circus 2 though.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Lucky Jack is the opposite of that. It's a slasher throwback to the 80s, to the 70s actually, and it's a little bit more fun, I think.
Yeah, it's actually if I'm not mistaken, like me and Gary talked about this because he watched Lucky Jack, and he's like, is that the same theater that they filmed some of the Circus stuff?
Yes,
it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, we weren't sure. We just wanted to make sure. Remember the movie theater in Circus? This is where that whole movie basically set.
Yeah, here in Odessa, Texas, that's the Ector Theater, and it once was a premier movie palace here back in the days of where movie palace was just one screen, big theater, and then malls came in and they started opening up all where they had 10 theaters and 12 theaters. Well, this was one of those old grand movie palaces, which you've seen in the short. It's really spectacular looking building.
Yeah, it's nice.
And we were fortunate enough to be able to use it in Circus of the Dead. And so when I wanted to make a short film, and Billy brought up the idea of using something that we can get as a location, I go, can we use the Actor Theater again? And he goes, sure. So we used it again, thinking it would be kind of cool to tie in with Circus of the Dead in a way. Not only Circus of the Dead, the movie, but in the Lucky Jack, you could hear Dollboy being played.
On the screen.
And you can hear from the director of Circus of the Dead on the screen during Lucky Jack.
Yeah. I do recall that, yeah.
So,
that's dope.
We like to point fingers at ourselves.
And what was really funny is Gary pointed out, he goes, because he's talking about Parrish's character, Don from Circus. He goes, that can't be the same character. I was like, no, dude, it's not the same character. It's just it's a completely. He goes, all right, because I was like, that dude, I'm not gonna give it away. He's not in that movie. There's no way. It can't happen. I was like,
he plays Slick Rick.
Yeah, it's two different people.
The general manager of the theater, and it takes place in the 70s. He's sort of the guy you'd see in a leisure shoot at a disco, snorting cocaine.
Yeah,
doing that kind of guy.
Doing a bunch of coke, trying to diddle the fucking underage girls.
Diddle.
Yeah, exactly.
And, an old perverted bastard.
Yeah, kind of a drug dealer guy, running a theater, got young employees trying to stay hip. Yeah, that's that character.
Do y'all have fun editing at all?
Making films isn't easy at all. As a matter of fact, it's pretty difficult. Sometimes you want to pull your hair out and scream because things just don't go right. And but the worst day on the set is better than the best day at my regular job. I'd rather be on a film set making films than anything else. So as difficult as making Circus of the Dead, and to a lesser extent Lucky Jack, that was just a weekend's worth of work, but it was still kind of difficult. But making movies isn't easy. Circus of the Dead was so difficult to make.
Oh, it looks so difficult.
You couldn't really enjoy the filmmaking process. But when you get in the editing room, and I guess this is a roundabout way of answering your question, the editing room is where you have fun.
Oh.
So then you're getting all that footage, you're seeing it come together, it's like putting a puzzle together where you don't have the box with the picture on it. You don't know quite what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you're trying to piece the thing together and forming a picture.
Oh man, I know. I just started editing shit, so it's like, fuck this, I can't.
Yeah, you gotta have a clear picture in mind of what you want at the end.
Yeah.
But getting there is two different things. It's you think you know what movie you made, and until you get in the editing room, you really don't know.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. We've done a lot of little short things, and it's like, fuck, man, this is hard.
Yeah.
You have a vision when you make the thing, and sometimes you get disappointed because you don't think you got it, or it turned into something else, and then you put it together, and it might be something else, or it might be what you envisioned. That's the beauty of making films, is you don't ever really know.
Right.
And Circus of the Dead, we had the benefit of when you work with someone like Billy, who has the entire movie in his head, he kind of knows what he wants, but when he gets on set, he's not a slave to the script or what's in his head. He lets it happen. So Circus of the Dead, a lot of things in Circus of the Dead just sort of happened, and it came together, and the editing process was easier than making the movie. It was still a nightmare sometimes, but once we put it together and started working, we knew we were onto something, but we didn't know if anyone would enjoy it.
Oh, dude. Everybody I've told about it and everybody I've shown the film love it.
Yeah, and again, it's been whittled down. You said you saw the longer cut. It used to be 2 hours and about 20 minutes long. And that was the first cut. And we took out literally half an hour of that.
So, all right, I'm going to ask this question to you. I don't know if you know or not, but is the full cut of the movie going to be on the DVD?
No, I think just deleted scenes.
Okay.
You'll see some deleted scenes. There's a lot of stuff we took out because originally when he wrote the script, it was a much larger circus, a much larger world. And we narrowed it down to just the clowns.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because there was a freak show element to it.
Wow.
A lot of the characters that you saw in the movie were in the freak show.
Huh.
And so when we cut the freak show out, some of the other characters lost a little bit of explanation, but I think it stands. When you're editing a movie, it's when you make a movie, you want to put all that in there because you want it all to make sense.
Right, you want every bit of what you put out to make the story flow.
Yeah, the stuff that you filmed, that you blood, sweat, and tears trying to get it made, and then all of a sudden in the editing room you go, cut it, and it may be 2 or 3 days worth of footage. And so it's tough. But when you watch a movie with somebody else, the greatest thing you can do is watch a movie with someone who knows nothing about it, and you watch their reaction, and you realize what's working and what's not working. And sometimes you got to cut out something you really love, because to that person it means nothing.
Right.
And you didn't really care about that part, but it's so awesome. And they're like, and you're like, okay. So when you hear that from a few people, you cut it. But
yeah, that's understandable.
That's deleted scenes on the DVD.
Sweet.
Nice.
Well, but I don't think it'll ever go back in.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I mean, I didn't know if y'all ever going to release like a full cut of the film or, whatnot.
There's stuff that we cut that I think there are a few things that might go back in. I shouldn't say all the stuff we cut will never go back in.
Right.
There are a few little things, like if you saw the movie, certain things happen in the movie that were pretty out there.
Yeah.
And some of that we had to snip. So certain scenes, like for instance, the baby.
Yeah.
Might not be there.
Oh.
Or just other scenes, just little cuts here and there that anybody who's never seen the film would never know about. But when I watch the movie, I just see things that aren't there. Yeah.
Kind of throws you off a little bit, right?
Right. And then people are like, the movie that we cut, what they're seeing, what we're showing them, are like, oh my God, that's intense. Or, oh my God, that movie horrified me. And I'm like, well, you should see the stuff we cut out.
Yeah, right. And you know what? Honestly, that leads to like a really cool like story. People are like, you should see the shit that you thought that was bad. You should see what we got on the cutting room floor.
I mean, we had some people that were angry about some of the things in the film.
Really?
Come on. Yeah, I can't believe you did that.
Wow.
A lot of people are upset. There's like rules of movies that you're not supposed to break. And these are kind of old, archaic rules, like you don't kill kids.
I was going to say, you never kill a child in a movie.
You don't kill dogs.
Fuck that.
Yep, kids and animals, dude.
Pet
you don't
Cemetery did all of that, honestly.
Right.
It's like, fuck your rules.
Well, but you see, they never actually show it, though.
Nah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some people get really, really upset about that, but we knew that going in. And we like that. We actually like it when the people are so upset that they give us 1-star ratings and tell us that we're the most evil, vile movie ever made. We love that.
Well, it gives you more cred.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%, dude. Like, you think, what's his name? Was it Tom Six? John Six? What the hell's his name?
You mean the guy that directed Human Centipede?
Yes. Yeah. Do you think he was worried about any of that when he did the fucking on Human Centipede 2 where the baby popped out of the woman and she smashed his head?
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know the guy, but that dude's got a problem. But I enjoy his films. You know.
Billy met him and said he's like one of the nicest people.
That's what I hear, man. Him and
the doctor.
The doctor. His fucking name is dude,
Dieter Laser.
His name is Dieter Laser. That's that guy's name. The doctor from
That's his real name?
Human Centipede.
That's his real name?
Yes.
And I think it's Tom Six is the director.
Tom Six. That's right. Yeah, that's who it was.
Maybe. I think.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I always get him and the dude from, was it Marilyn Manson, confused.
Oh, John 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get them confused for some reason. Tom Six and John 5. They should make a band together. Or a movie.
Johnny Number 5?
Yeah, Johnny Number 5. That'd be really
and
funny.
The robot. They should do a movie with all three of those guys.
and the soundtrack should be Tom Jones.
Yes,
I don't know why, but it should be amazing.
That sounds like an amazing movie. You should produce that.
Let's do it, man. I'm ready. We'll contact everybody and say, let's do this. It'll be the first MHOG Productions ridiculous movie. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
I'm in. I don't know.
Yeah, here's the thing. Robert Englund.
Right.
Freddy Krueger. One of the nicest guys you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
Bill Oberst, Popcorn, one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. The guy that played Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen, in the original Chainsaw, one of the nicest people you ever want to meet.
Never got to meet him, unfortunately.
It's so weird that these people that scare the hell out of us are like the nicest people.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Like, it's just a movie, people. It's just a movie.
They're just acting.
Right. It's not real.
And so yeah, Dieter Laser, I heard from Billy that dude was just the nicest guy. Oh, the guy that played the tall man in Phantasm, Angus Scrimm, who passed away.
Oh, he was amazing. I got to talk to him. I didn't really get anything signed by him. Unfortunately, I wish I would have. But I got to talk to him and shook his hand and stuff. He was a really nice man.
Yeah, he was very nice. And that guy gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Phantasm.
The tall man was scary as shit.
And it just seems strange that they play these boogeymen, yet nicest guys. And I can't even say enough good things about Bill Oberst. I think he's right up there with those guys. Now, Popcorn, not that I'm speaking as someone who's involved with the movie, but even if I weren't, I would be saying that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to look at me and Kyle's aspect too. Is like neither one of us are really we're not involved in the movie. We don't have I don't have anything to gain by giving you guys praise on this film. I mean, it's just I really liked it.
Really good movie though.
And Kyle loved it, and I agree with you. Is I think that Popcorn, when this movie actually bursts out, like I think it will, I think he'll be one of the iconic horror characters.
Yeah,
I really do. I think kids will dress up for him on Halloween. Scary thought.
I agree.
Yeah,
and the other clowns. I can just see a whole gang of kids dressing up as these clowns on Halloween.
And that would be really awesome.
It ain't out there like that. I don't realize this yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet. You've watched it beforehand. Yeah.
Once people fucking see this movie, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Right, dude. Like, this is.
We have people that have tattoos on their bodies of these characters. We have people who did paintings. Man. We've had people that do video games. When they create characters in these games, they create the clowns.
These
pretty
clowns,
amazing stuff.
Yeah, like if people ain't scared of clowns, they will be. Like if people like got over the fear of like being scared of clowns, not after this shit.
No,
it's like you're gonna be scared of clowns again, and it, like
it's totally not like these other. Just when you go on Netflix or you go looking around and seeing what movies are out there. You look at there's so many clown movies.
Oh yeah,
and they're almost. I don't want to put any of them down because some of them might be really good, but almost all of them sort of fit. When you look at it, you think, okay, I already know what this movie's about. Group of people out running around like Evil Dead or Friday 13th, and they get surrounded by clowns, and the clowns killed them.
Right.
No.
Yeah, this is not that movie.
No, this is a little deeper than that. Yeah, this is
not this one. They on a mission.
I mean, they could easily be anybody in this movie. They just so happen to be clowns.
Oh, they so fucked up. They so fucked up. Jesus Christ, I love it. That is compared to just fucking clowns in general.
Right.
Oh my god, I don't know.
It's good, dude. It gives you like y'all said, it gives you a bad feeling after you watched it.
Yeah, like you've been punched in the gut. Like
I've only had that feeling a few times. The first time I ever had it was when I watched Human Centipede 2.
There you go.
Because the first one was good. I enjoyed it. But it didn't.
The second one's batshit insane, yeah.
But the second one gives you everything you wanted from that first movie, and then they filmed it in black and white, so it's even more fucked up.
Right.
It was really good, man. Like I said.
And the first one was filmed almost like a Stanley Kubrick movie. It's all well filmed, and it didn't show a lot. Kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. When you watch it, everybody thinks it's the most violent thing they've ever seen, but you don't ever really see.
You don't see anything exactly, and that's why I keep telling everybody else. They're like, "Oh, I can't believe you watch Human Centipede."
No, you definitely see everything in this movie.
And I'm going, Human Centipede doesn't have anything in it. Like you can't. What's the worst thing you see is their face is tapped. Their face is taped to the other person. That's it.
That's what I like. That aspect of a movie. I love that. Once people started doing that shit.
Yeah.
Once people's like, oh, I'm gonna take this shotgun to this person's head and then see what happens with movie magic as I blow it off in front of the camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That is amazing.
It's like,
but you didn't see that in Human Centipede.
No,
you
was
saw reactions of people.
Everybody freaked out over this movie, but I'm like, guys, it's really nothing. It's a bunch of fucking gauze and tape.
Let me see it. I won't see it.
And for all the people that complained about not seeing anything in the first one, the second one more than made up for it.
Oh yeah, the second one was like, oh yeah, all right, you guys wanted to fucking complain about this? Watch this. I'm going to take a chisel to somebody's teeth. And that alone, still, right now, I have the chill running down my spine thinking of that metal up against that dude's teeth.
Yeah,
and
awful.
A hammer and a chisel. His fucking toolbox, Martin's toolbox, like his surgery kit, was a hammer, a chisel, a kitchen knife, and a stapler. You know what I'm saying? That alone gives you the eerie feeling.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Noodle Dome. He has a little lunchbox.
I asked Ryan if he had that lunchbox. I was like, do you still have that lunchbox? He goes, I don't have it, but Billy does. I said, bitch.
It's going to be a hell of a prop someday. I can see mass marking that and selling it. Noodle Dome's lunchbox.
Yes. I'm ready to buy one. I was excited because I asked him, like I said, do you have it? He goes, no. And then I was like, well, I'm going to have to talk to Billy about this.
Well, we use that in Lucky Jack.
Oh, yeah. Billy did tell me it was in Lucky Jack, but I didn't see it.
Well, that's where Parrish, his character, hid his drugs.
Nice. All right.
So when he opened up, he was inside the projection booth, and he opens up the lunchbox, and you see him reacting to whatever's inside of it.
That's so good.
That Pixar shit. What is that called?
When you tie everything together. Yeah, Easter eggs.
Easter eggs. That's dope. I love it.
Billy loves Easter eggs. He loves throwing stuff in that. So that all these movies are related. Like Mr. Fister's related to Dollboy, and Dollboy's related to Circus of the Dead. They're all in the same universe.
Right.
Like Quentin Tarantino does.
Yeah. All his movies are in the same universe.
We have the same cigarettes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In Circus of the Dead, we had a pack of cigarettes. I'm forgetting the name. They were a particular pack of cigarettes, if I could remember it. And then in other movies, we have those cigarettes. And as a matter of fact, the candy cigarettes that we gave away at Frightmare are modeled on the cigarettes we have in the movie.
Nice.
I think they're called Pearls or something.
I can't remember.
They're blue. Anyway, I wish I could remember. But yeah, he loves doing that. And so we carry things over.
That's good, though. That's really cool.
And Mr. Fister, same thing. It's some of the... I'm not saying that some of the characters that you see in these movies are going to reappear, but chances are you might see a cameo here and there.
And I like that. I like the way that happens because, like you said, it kind of ties everybody together and it gives it kind of like a really cool unity almost of all the films.
I think Popcorn is gonna be like the most menacing clown out there after this.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I do think so too. I mean, I know they're coming out with this new version of It. That's coming out.
I think the fucking Joker is better than It.
Well, in the original It, yeah, but this new one is supposed to be scary. I don't know, I don't know if Ray. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a short film out there called The Smiling Man.
Yes, I've seen it.
Have you seen that?
Oh.
I've watched just about every short film I can get my hands on. So yes, I've seen that. It's pretty creepy.
That was pretty friggin' awesome. I don't know.
Is it
like a black silhouette? Oh, no.
No, you got to watch. Go look it up, Kyle, because it's called Smiling Man. It's only about maybe minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's more like a clown jester guy, and he's just creepy, and he doesn't talk. And
it's really good. It's really
great
good.
Little short.
But yeah, and I still think, to me, honestly, that it was creepy, but I think Popcorn is more of a lasting villain almost. Like it's something.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I don't know, man.
Well, he's one of the few villains like that have all that dialogue. Most of them don't talk.
Right.
Most of them are quiet. You got Devil's Rejects. You got Bill Moseley's character.
Yes. Otis.
You got 31. You have Richard Doomhead.
See, I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know.
Well, you got guys that talk a lot, villains that talk, and so Bill Oberst plays Popcorn. He talks a lot, and so that makes him a little different than Jason or Michael Myers or
right.
Yeah.
But then again, that's why we like Freddy too, because he's funny on top of being scary.
Yeah, because he was a smart ass, and then he still killed you.
And Popcorn is a lot like that. The things he says aren't really funny, but you laugh anyway.
Right, right.
Still pretty funny. I just got a fucked up head, so yeah.
Popcorn is the most vile human being on the planet.
Very.
But he has a code.
He does.
He has a code.
Love it.
And he says whatever pops into his head. He thinks the way he thinks. It's just nothing holds him back.
I agree 100%. He's probably like top 5 horror movie villains, I think.
I really think that way too.
Very scary clown. Very.
But
and then the other clowns aren't bad. I mean, they don't talk as much, but they have presence. They have their own little. Each of them has their own moment, I think.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of people. They're kind of strange. They don't like all the clowns. They like maybe one clown. We hear that all the time. Oh, my favorite's Mr. Blister. My favorite's,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I liked all the clowns. I thought they were all cool.
Yeah.
We get people that love like one clown in particular.
Oh, so my favorite part was when they went in the convenience store, and they're just everything, because you get to see each clown in its own.
Doing his own thing, yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, this is y'all's personality. I love it.
Yes.
I love this.
That's exactly right.
That was really good.
It was. That was a great scene too, man.
I love that Mr. Blister stays off in the corner.
Playing the video game, yeah.
And that's all he cares about.
Yeah, he said
that screaming and murder and death going on. And
he doesn't even bat an eye. I'm like, yes.
And then he turns on. What?
That's a real fucking vending machine? I mean, that's a real fucking arcade
game? That is
game?
an actual real video game, yes, that Billy bought back in the 90s. That's a long time in his head.
What was the name of the game again?
Gal's Panic.
Gal's Panic,
Now, all right. Now, I wanted to know more about how was this game being played? Like, how do you play this game?
It's a game where you have to solve these little puzzles in order to remove clothing off of a photo of a naked woman.
What?
So it's a Japanese video game, a real Japanese video game where there's a photo that you're trying to remove pieces off to reveal her nakedness underneath.
That's so awesome.
Nice.
And so Rusty literally had to play that game for about 30, 40 minutes to get to that point.
Cause I'm like, oh, you beat it pretty quick. Or they could just be in that store for a very long time.
Yeah.
Rusty was a natural at it. I don't know. He learned that game pretty damn quick. It was pretty amazing.
He was like, he wanted to see some naked women, dude.
He was determined.
He's like,
that was a very good scene.
That has to be a boob.
His character, the whole time while that chaos is going on, he's playing this video game. I just love that scene.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man. I like his character in general. His character's funny.
But that's how long Billy's had that movie in his head since the 90s. So he's a teenager. He's or 20s. And so he bought that game knowing someday he was going to use it in his movie.
You also got to think about
that's fucking cool.
Man, all these clowns are really good friends. They are really good friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the way he just could just stand there on the game like, it's just a Monday, and and go back to playing the game.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's why I love Mr. Blister's character. Like, to him, he's bored. He's seen everything and anything that these people have done. These horrible people have done to victims, and he's so bored.
Oh man!
That the only thing that excites him is stealing a car.
Right.
Or playing a video game, trying to remove some video game girl's clothes. That to him is fun. Killing people,
I've seen it. It's okay.
It's my job, whatever. He's bored.
And then, was it Jumbo? My favorite thing with him is when he brings his little bat and starts making that meepy noise.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Majin Buu.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you keep saying that for?
That's what he sounds like. He sounds like Majin Buu.
I don't know.
You don't know? You ain't never seen Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Like Ryan, his character Noodle Dome was in the Billy's Haunted Attraction. So was Mike Williams, who plays Jumbo. He's also in the Haunted Attraction.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
And Jumbo the Clown is the kind of like the MC, the host. He brings you into the place.
Nice.
He runs around scaring people in the parking lot, but he's very talkative.
Yeah, he's
and in the movie he doesn't talk.
He's the little guy. Yeah, he's the hardest to get in touch with to try to get on this show.
He's very hard to get in touch with.
He's different.
That dude. He's also like a wrestler.
Oh, really? He does that wrestling? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does the. I don't want to call him. Yeah, they call it midget wrestling.
It's midget wrestling. Yeah, I understand.
That's what it is.
Yeah, little people wrestling, whatever, but they call it midget wrestling, and he does that a lot.
Too much to say.
That's cool.
It's too much to say.
Yeah, he's always busy.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
wherever the money is, that's where he's at.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him. I finally got a line in on Chanel Ryan. She's gonna come on the show on April 1st, so that's good.
How about Parrish Randall? Have you interviewed him?
Parrish has been on the show. Yeah, he's been on.
Okay.
He's an awesome dude, man. I had him
Parrish
on.
is an awesome dude.
We plan on having him back again soon. He's pretty busy too. So.
And then Chanel, she's great. She came down and she's really a terrific actress, and she's a good person, and she was a model, so we didn't know what to expect when we bring these people. We hired these real actors to come work on our little movie here in West Texas. We didn't know what to expect from any of them, so we were terrified every time somebody new came in because we didn't know how they were going to be. And Bill ends up being this really nice guy. We were very lucky. The lady that played the cashier at the convenience store, Tiffany, wonderful actress, and she did a great job in her role. But she came in and everybody was tired, but she woke us all up because she was so friendly and
that's good,
nice and full of energy. Chanel, I mean, she's a hard worker. She tries so really hard. She thinks about her character all the time. She's constantly thinking what would this character be doing here? I want to call her method.
Yeah.
And we had to beat her up a lot, and we didn't know how she was going to react to that. We didn't know how anybody was going to react to being beat up by the clowns, because we actually do beat them up. The clowns, when they're grabbing people, and you've seen the movie, when Popcorn grabs people, man, he's grabbing people. There's no holding back. He's in character, and when he grabs you, he grabs you. And so we didn't know how anybody was going to react, and she got beat up. I mean, there are scenes in that movie where she's getting slammed in the walls, and she was like, "Can you do it a little harder?"
A little harder.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
She's a rock chick, so she's tough, and
she's into it. I got you.
And she had to sit
last night,
in the chair she was in for her scenes where I don't want to give anything away, but she's sitting in a chair. She had to be in that chair for hours.
Oh, geez.
Well, it's like what Parrish told us about him being in the chair with the being strapped in there. He said that y'all broke for lunch, and he was like, "No, just leave me here."
Oh yeah, and Billy farted on him and left.
Yeah.
He's in this. We had the interior of the clown trailer was a set that we built inside of our soundstage, and so it was pretty hot in that place. You don't get the best air conditioning in some of those old buildings, and so there's no roof on that clown trailer, the interior. So it's just hot in there. And when we left him alone, we literally left him alone. Everybody left. And he's in there by himself. And he's tied to that chair, and there's nowhere he can go. And he did this, I don't know how many times, but one time as we were leaving, Billy just got right up on him and farted on him and left. And there's nowhere for that fart to go.
No air.
And Billy did that a lot. That was one of his favorite things to do. Was when you were stuck in one place and you couldn't move, he'd fart on you.
Sounds like a good person to work with.
Car, when they're all in the car, we leave them in the car because Noodle Dome has trouble getting out of the car. He's
a big fucking dude, yeah.
And so they stay in that car for hours. And Billy would, right before a shot, he would go over and put his ass against the window and fart, and then walk off. And they had to film the scene with Billy's noxious fart in the car. Oh,
that's hysterical. Oh, my God.
I wish we'd film that kind of stuff, because we'd have bloopers of Billy. He did it probably a dozen times.
Oh, dude, back stuff like that would have been hysterical on like a B-reel of all kind of ridiculous shit.
Yeah, when we were lucky, all the actors, like I said, we were always worried when some new came in. And we hired some professional actors to work with amateurs, and we didn't know how that was going to go.
Right.
And quite honestly, the script, it's pretty wild, and we didn't know how they're going to react to the script. I was asking them, I know you agreed to the role, but did you actually read the script? Because we did some really fucked up things in this movie. And they're like, no, I read it. Well, what actors do is they only read their lines.
Right. They don't look at the entire thing.
And so when you're describing what's happening in the scene, they're like, really? Wow. Okay. And they roll with it. And they get into it, and it's fun. Making horror movies is cathartic for these actors. They get to scream, they get to cry, they get to work out all whatever issues they have.
Right, you go through an emotional roller coaster, basically.
Well, yeah, they had a great time just venting and getting it all out, because there's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of crying, a lot of death.
Yeah.
And you get to work all those issues out that you have. So we were pretty fortunate that the people we brought in did such a great job.
That's awesome, dude. That's so good. The only other person I don't think I've gotten, I don't even have a contact information for him, is for not Doodle Dome, Popcorn for himself. You know, like everybody else I can pretty much get to, but
when you can get him when he's not working, which is never.
Yeah.
The dude works all the time. There's never not a time when he's not on stage or on a movie set.
Well, that's good though. I mean,
that's the hardest working man. And if you can get him, it's 2 or 3 in the morning for about 5 minutes. And he doesn't like to sit around and talk. He likes to say what he has to say, and then he's gone.
But that's great, though. You know, I mean, I'd love to do a little interview with him if I ever get a chance to. But I understand the man is a busy man.
Yeah, he's been in I don't know how many movies.
A whole shit ton.
You would think that hopefully what our movie does for him is puts him up in another level.
Yeah, he deserves it.
And not that he's not doing great work, because no matter what movie you watch him in, no matter how bad it is, he's great.
Yeah.
He gives it his all. It's impossible for him not to be good. And so he's somebody I recommend highly to anybody. Him and, he wasn't our first choice for Popcorn, but he's like the only choice now.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't imagine anybody else trying to do that.
I couldn't see somebody else play that role.
Well, there were other choices, and there were other people that were about to sign on the dotted line, but didn't happen. And then Bill Oberst came in, and we didn't think we were going to get. We were like so excited, and then we didn't think we were going to get him, and we were about to give up, and then all of a sudden, bang, he's in.
That's awesome.
Pretty wild.
That's awesome.
Pretty wild how that works out.
Yeah.
Because the manager, we were talking earlier about the assistants at Frightmare who were such dicks.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with talent, you're also dealing with their management, and so they're always trying to get the best they can for their client, but oftentimes you can't afford that. And, they make it sound like, well, it's going to cost this much. And if you're not even in the ballpark, why even ask? And so we're like, okay, so I guess we'll move on.
Right.
And then Bill, to his credit, had read the script and basically said, hey, I want to do this. And then so somehow we worked it out. He shows up on set, and the first thing he tells us is, there's no way in hell we're filming this whole script, right? And we're like, that's the plan. We're going to film the whole script, Bill. And he's like, really? And we're like, yes. And he goes, okay, we'll see. And what he meant by that was he's worked on a lot of films where he signed up for a script that he read. And then when he gets to the set, they start tearing script pages out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Saying, oh, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't do this. And we filmed every page. And he said about 2 weeks in, he said to another actor, they're filming this whole damn thing. And we were just shocked. We were listening and so, really? You're shocked? And I don't understand. Why are you shocked? And he goes, because we've been on a lot of movie sets where we don't know if we're going to get food or we're going to film all the scenes that we signed on for.
Wow.
Or if we're even going to get paid. So you're doing all that. You're feeding us, you're paying us, and we're filming what you said we're going to film. So we're in hog heaven.
That's pretty awesome, dude. That is pretty good. Especially to get some kind of recognition like that from someone like him, That's really awesome.
But it wasn't easy.
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
It was tough. You got to realize that for all of us, this is our first movie, and we're filming in this little town that no one's ever heard of. And we're making this horror film that has to do with clowns, and so we're having all these strikes against us already. And then here we are trying to film this little movie that no one knows about, that no one cares about, and we're putting all our effort into it. And we're not the most professional crew because we don't know. It's our first film.
Right.
We're figuring things out, and so we were just always worried that the bottom was going to fall out, or that we were going to have to stop making the film or not be able to finish it. And so many things would go wrong, and we just persevered and got it done. But we were also working full-time jobs. So we were working all day long at our real job, coming to the set and working all the way until dawn and then going to work.
Good times.
So there were times I think I fell asleep standing up once.
There you go.
And there's a picture to prove it.
Oh, God.
I fell asleep. In the convenience
awesome.
store scene, I was standing against the counter in between shots while they were setting up the camera. And I literally fell asleep standing up. And some jackass took a picture of me.
Yeah, huh? I bet you know which jackass that was too, huh?
That was our cinematographer, Gabe Ramirez, who's, he likes to take the photos of people while they're standing there doing their job, and he puts his middle finger in the frame like he's flipping you off.
Oh, nice.
So we've got so many photos of that, of him flipping off everybody.
And then he has you.
And he's got one of me asleep standing up.
You sitting there, standing there, sleeping.
Oh, yeah, I was asleep. There's no doubt about it. I was out because everybody noticed, and they were like, shh, don't wake him up.
Don't wake up.
Don't do it. Don't.
He's in dreamland.
So I don't know how long I was out, but when I woke up, everybody was kind of giggling.
That's fucking funny.
Because I had no idea that I fell asleep. And then we continued on, but man, it was tiresome. Billy just about pulled all his hair out. Yeah, it's tough. But once we finished the movie, every day when I talked to Billy after shooting was done for the day, I'd go, and I said this before, your worst day on set is probably better than your best day at your job.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're making a movie. I
agree, man. We've only been involved in one film, and I don't even know if the film's going to be released now. But we were the podcast was actually featured, not like featured, but we were an extra. Oh, okay. And they did like a comic book convention. The movie's called SuperCon, and it's about these guys who rob a convention, and it's like actually it's supposed to be based off a true story. But they needed a bunch of people to do booths, and they went to a drink and draw that we were all at, and they asked if we would all do it, and we're like, sure. So we got friends with the director, and the director made sure we had a pretty decent spot where they did the filming. So like we were the coolest thing in the world was like I got to do a scene with Cyrus the Virus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Like he was actually. The scene is that they're trying to get out of a building, and we're all crowded around him, and he made me and one of my other friends stand right next to him while we were doing the whole thing. It was really.
You're in frame. Yeah. You're in frame.
So it was pretty freaking cool, man, to be able to say I got to stand next to this guy and do this.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to put a lot of our family and friends. The circus scenes in particular, we had to fill out the stands, so we had people that were there that were nice enough to be there for like 5 or 6 hours just sitting there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been on the movie set, so
yeah. There's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of downtime.
A lot of downtime, and so you got to keep them entertained. So in between takes, we would have people out trying to entertain, doing making silly voices or standing look like an idiot, or whatever, or talking to people, handing out water, trying to make sure they stay. But you can't help but if you're sitting there for a long time, you get bored, you just leave. And so if you notice in the movie, it starts out with a stand full, but by the end of the movie, we had enough people for one section
bleacher.
Of the stand.
Yeah.
So the camera kept getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
And because people kept leaving, because it's boring and there's nothing for them to do, but look over here in this direction. We had to make sure everybody's looking in the same direction. And we go, all right, go ooh, ooh, go ah, and then clap. And they're bored off their asses. And
I think the worst part for us was that we had to pretend to talk.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
That was the weirdest thing in the world. Like we had all these other extras that were coming through in like different costumes and shit, and we were like booth people. So like people would come up to our booth and pretend they're talking to us and not saying a word about what was on our page and doing this. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Extremely awkward. And so some of the conversations you're having in quiet are pretty damn funny.
Oh yeah, for real, man. Like we were just making up shit as we were going on,
Yeah.
It's like,
and
look
you
at
got
this asshole.
Assistant directors coming over and quit looking in the camera or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know where the fuck the camera's at, man. What the fuck are you talking to me?
That was my job on Circus of the Dead. I was a producer, but that's a nice credit Billy just threw me. I was mainly the assistant director.
Nice.
So my job was to be the guy to tell people what to do.
Yeah, you were the dickhead. I got you.
I was the dickhead. And so, people, if they got upset and they were angry on the set at, being there or, being there a long time.
Yeah, you had to deal with that.
I was the guy that they took it out on.
Nice.
But, so as the assistant director, you're just the assistant dumbass. And that's what you're there for, to be yelled at. And not only by the people, but your director.
Right.
And I don't know, Billy's a great guy and everything, but sometimes if people were having a good time and he wasn't, man, he'd get really upset.
Well,
and so
it happens.
He would shut that down real quick. Hey, why are you smiling? Stop it.
You're like, well, fuck you, Nick. Damn.
Yeah, I'm pulling my hair out over here. I don't want you sitting over there laughing. be miserable like me. And it's like, okay, so all right, everybody stop being so cheerful. And we would, in between takes, Billy would get really upset if we did impressions. So in between takes, we would do impressions of actors, and there's one in particular, Christopher Walken, that me and our sound guy like to do. Christopher Walken, we have a walking off.
Oh, Jesus.
And so we kept doing Christopher Walken impressions through almost the entire movie. And every time Billy came by and heard us, he wanted to kill us. But everybody was into that walk. That's how desperate for any kind of
entertainment,
entertainment that we were on set, that we were entertaining people with Christopher Walken. But let's just say
That's
Billy's
funny.
like, I'm going to kill both of you guys. He goes, I'm over here struggling, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this movie, and there's so many things going on, and I look over and you two jackasses are, hey, what's going on?
Fucking walking it off. That's what y'all are doing.
So yeah, it's movie making's hard, but I wouldn't want to do anything else. I keep saying that, but that's what I want to do.
That's good, man. I mean,
it was an opportunity for me to step behind the camera and finally make film on my own, and hopefully I get to do more in the future. And then I'm looking forward to helping Billy with Circus of the Dead 2 and what other film we got coming up. Which
good.
I don't know if he's told you his future plans for films or not.
No, not yet. He said he just told me he's got some stuff he's working on, and that he's excited, to get.
Well, we're all movie fans, and so we grew up. The movies we love, horror films and westerns, and so Billy's definitely got a western in the future.
Nice.
A horror western, and hopefully that comes along. Mr. Fister, a few other things he's got up his sleeve. I just can't wait to. Hopefully, Circus of the Dead becomes successful enough that we can get to do those, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm ready to see what's next down the line for you guys. And I can't wait to see you guys in May. We'll all hang out and get something going.
Yeah, that's where I'll be playing, or they'll be playing Lucky Jack. So that's really cool too.
Oh, they're playing Lucky Jack, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
That's awesome, dude.
So
Fantastic.
for the 4 people that show up, it's greatly appreciated.
I'll be there. I'll be one of the 4.
Because that convention, when you go into those, I don't know if you've seen a movie at the Frightmare or not.
Oh yeah. There's like some of them. There's like 5 or 6 people sitting in there.
Yeah.
But
usually the people associated with the film.
Yeah, and, I mean, we watched a few films we watched Wolf Cop when we went there last year, year before. Okay. Yeah. We watched a couple of films. There's some good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that whoever happens to go see Lucky Jack enjoys it. It doesn't cost you anything. Well, it costs you to get in the place, but to actually go see Lucky Jack,
that's right.
It comes with your ticket. So hopefully people enjoy it. The 4 people that do go see it, hope they enjoy it.
I'll go see it again and then come out and go, man, there's this fucking movie y'all missed out. It's fucking Lucky Jack.
Yeah. And then I'll be at the table, hopefully not spending 8 hours in line to see Malcolm McDowell.
No, Malcolm will be a short line.
Hopefully.
Well, no, he will, because this is the 3rd year he's been there.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to meet him yet, and he's like, that's one of my favorite films of all time is Clockwork Orange. And
yeah, I'm going to get something signed by him as well.
Really looking forward to that.
But, dude, thank you for doing the show, man. We had a blast, man.
Good time. Thank you. You're very welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
If you ever want to do it again, just let me know. I mean, if you just want to come on and hang out with us, and you can come talk to the rest of the guys. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 of us, so you know.
Cool. And are you going to do interviews at Frightmare?
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do some video stuff with you guys for sure. And then there's a couple other people. One of the young ladies from Friday the 13th Part 5. She's all about us doing a video with her, so we're gonna do one with her, and then a few other people. So, yeah, hello. Oh, here we go. Fucking Skype. Skype, cut us out.
Bitch, you trying to end on me? You can't end on me.
Skype is like, no, you cannot end this way.
We was having a good time.
That's funny. Ray, you there? Look at that. Skype is
being a dick right now.
I know, man. This is terrible. This poor guy. We were finally at the end of this beautiful.
And then Skype
amazing
like
fucking interview.
Huge clitoris. Come on.
And this dumb shit's gonna happen. You know what?
All right, Skype.
Let's try. I'm gonna try. See what happens. Let's see
wrong
what he does.
Skype?
Now this is us calling him instead of him calling us. We get this fancy like.
He got drawers hanging in the back.
What? Oh yeah, right there, huh?
A pair of drawers.
I'm gonna ask him about that before he gets on.
Come on now, Ray. We see you.
I see you panties up there.
Wild nights with Ray.
Ray's got this look on his face too in this picture. Like he's like, you know I'm about to fuck you, right?
I see your living room.
I know. Damn, I guess. Oh well, man. I guess the Skype just decided it does not want to work anymore.
This guy's like, what? You want to say bye?
Fuck your buys, bitch. Like, no, motherfucker.
Fuck your buys. You get to say bye to
That is some horse shit right there with this. What? Ray. Look. Oh, now he's calling my. I can't answer this. Yeah, man, this is insane. Like, I'm surprised it's not ringing on here. Wow, dude, this has been a great episode, and now we're gonna end with this horse shit.
It's good. It's good still. I mean,
yeah, we're doing good. We're still running our mouths until he gets back on here.
Talk about how Skype's trying to shaft us.
Oh, he did no!
Yes.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm not even talking about fucking goddamn Samuel L. Jackson shaft. Not that
Sam Jackson.
Nah, they're not trying to give us like the whole.
Here we go with this. I'm gonna leave all this on here because this shit's funny. I don't really care.
Unscripted penis shaft.
I know, right? Ray.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I was trying to get through as well.
Oh, it was really funny, man, because we were just sitting here talking shit about Skype, going, yeah. I see how it is, Skype. We about to tell us goodbye, and then now you're gonna do this shit to us. That's some bullshit. And then we started analyzing your photo on Skype. All right, you got that.
Right.
You got that. I'm about to go fuck you. Look like you coming. You looking at us like I'm gonna tear you a new asshole. I can see it in your face.
Definitely be inside your living room.
Yeah.
And then across from you, behind you,
right behind you,
that looks like there's a pair of panties hanging on the shelf or something.
Mm-hmm. Look like he's having a wild night back there.
I like that photo again. That made me sweats or
some sweats. Ray, it looks like you smell dojo carpet. Like
you ready?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you ready? You just got finished doing some naughty stuff.
Yeah, I worked on that look. That's my intense look.
I like it. You
got like a green peppermint shirt, like the kind you get in church. That's the color.
Yes, exactly. That's where
green
I got
peppermint. I love it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, Ray, before this stupid ass Skype does this shit to us again, man, look, we really appreciate you coming on the show.
You, dude.
And like I said, we're gonna definitely hook up with you and Frightmare, and we'll have a good time, man. We'll do a video clip and interview and all that good shit.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
All right, my brother. Well, thank you. And I was your host, Wayne.
Yeah, I'm Kyle.
And that gentleman over there was Mr. Ray Ballard. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it metal!
That's it.
Get the fuck